So one of the key takeaways from the survey was that companies say that they have a lack of understanding of what human rights is and what human rights means to them. And I think that is probably the very first question one can help companies with, is actually, what does human rights mean to you in your business context? Because human rights means so many different things to so many different people. And if you just use this ephemeral term of human rights, it gets lost because everybody has this idea of what human rights means. But your idea could be very different from the person next door to you. And so it's really important for companies to understand, well, okay, what does respect for human rights mean to me in my company and my corporate activities? So, for example, in the garment industry, it's probably going to be around worker rights in the supply chain, health and safety, minimum wage. It might well be child labour. In the extractive industry, human rights might mean security. It might mean community engagement and working with indigenous people. It could mean land acquisition. So if it's phrased in those ways, I think, and I've heard, that you actually get more engagement with the C-suites, with the CEO and the COO, who actually understand, okay, I understand there's a land acquisition issue. If you say I've got a human rights issue, actually I'm not sure that they will get it straight away. So it's really important for companies to actually understand what human rights means. The next aspect is, well, okay, wonderful. We now understand what human rights means, but actually we don't really have the resource to actually deal with this issue. So companies will need to skill up. This may be an area that companies don't actually have the resources to deal with at the moment. They may not even have the skills to deal with it, which is not necessarily a fault of companies as well, because maybe there aren't the education or training needs that are available for companies to actually be able to achieve those resources. So I think the market's going to evolve over the next 5 to 10 years. I think there'll be many more training providers who will be helping companies with their education. And also, and we know that a lot of the universities in the Netherlands, in France, in the UK, they're all looking at business and human rights modules as part of their university degree syllabi.